Okay guys, this is a video on IXL. The name of it is Side Lengths and Angle Measures in Similar Figures. Let's take a look at what we've got here. We're going to start off by reading. It says triangle RST is similar to, that's how we read that squiggle, triangle GEF. So these two triangles right here are similar to one another. And that's really important information. Once we know that we have a pair of polygons that are similar, that means that we can apply any of the rules of similarity. Okay, so there's two main sets of rules. The first one is that all of the angles between the two figures are going to be congruent. That means exactly the same. And all of the pairs of corresponding sides are going to be in the same proportion. So let's take a look at what this particular question is asking us about. They're asking us, what is the measure of angle R? Okay, so angle R is right here. And basically what we want to do is we want to find the matching angle, the corresponding angle in this figure over here. And that'll be the answer. Well, there's no calculation required. We just have to identify the correct angle and find that number. I think that it's G, but just to be sure, I'm actually going to use this similarity statement right here just to verify which of these angles over here actually does correspond with R. So I'm going to look at the similarity statement, and I'm going to see that letter R is the first letter in this part of the similarity statement. Can you guys see that? And then I'm just going to look at the other part of the similarity statement, and I'm going to find the first letter. Okay, first letter matches with first letter. So R and G are corresponding angles. So our correct answer is just 49. That's it. We're just going to copy that angle measure, and I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. Okay, next up, we have our similarity statement saying that the two triangles are similar. In this one, they're asking us to find a side length. It says find WX. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually locate WX, and I am going to put a variable there. I'm going to put the variable X. Then I'm going to do some highlighting. So I'm going to highlight the side that has the variable that I just drew and the corresponding side to that one. Okay, so the X and the 32 are corresponding sides. We'll do them both in blue. And then I'm going to change my color to pink, and I'm going to highlight another pair of corresponding sides where we have numbers shown. Okay, so I wouldn't do this side over here and this side over here because there's no number here. So that's not really super helpful to me. Then I'm going to take what I highlighted and I'm going to write and solve a proportional equation. Okay, you can do this any way that you like as long as you stay consistent. So I'm going to start with what I highlighted in blue, and that is going to be my first fraction. So I'm going to do 32 over X. I'm going to do left over right. And then I'm going to do equals, and then I'm going to do what's in pink. So 24 over 3. Okay, the way we solve this, we have a kind of a shortcut for solving equations like this. We're going to take the two numbers that are across from each other. So not the X and the 24, because X isn't a number that I can, multiply with. I don't know what X is yet. We're going to do these two, 32 and 3. We're going to multiply them together, and then we're going to divide by the number that is across from the X. Okay, so 32 times 3 divided by 24. Let's come over here. 32 times 3 is 96, and then divided by, whoops, we don't like that. 32 times 3, and then I'm going to hit enter. So it goes down to the next line. And then can I just do divided by? No, I can't. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to rewrite the 96. So 96 then divided by 24 is equal to 4. Okay. Sorry for fumbling a little bit, guys. I don't normally use the Desmos calculator. So like for basic multiplying and dividing. So I'm just getting used to it. So this is what I did. I multiplied. We'll go back and show you guys one more time since that was a little wonky there. We're multiplying 32 times 3. That's what we did on the first line right here. And we got 96. And then we take that 96 and we divide by 24. So we took that 96 and we divided by 24, and we got 4 as our answer. Let's go ahead and put that in, and we'll go ahead and submit. Okay, let's do another one. We'll do a few more. Okay, so this one now, we have our similarity statement. We know the triangles are similar. They're asking us to find another side. So whenever they're asking you to find angles, those are the quick problems where the answer's on the screen somewhere. You don't have anything to multiply or divide or no equation to write. But whenever they're asking you to find a side, that is when you have to write out a proportional equation, cross multiply, and solve. Okay, they want us to find EF. EF is right here, so I'm going to put an X right there. And I'm going to do some highlighting, and I always start by just highlighting that side where I drew the variable and then the matching side to that. Okay, I'm going to change my color, and then I just want another pair of sides that both have numbers. So it's got to be these. It's got to be the 1 and the 10. Okay, write out those fractions. So we're going to have a fraction equal to another fraction. I'm going to start off with the pink, and I'm just going to go left over right. So 2 over x. And then the blue, 1 over 10. Cross multiply, 2 times 10, and then divide by 1. And this one I can do in my head. So 2 times 10 is equal to 20, and 20 divided by 1 is still 20. So our answer should be 20. Okay, cool. Here's another angle problem. So this one should be pretty quick. We're not going to need to do a calculation here. We have our similarity statement, and then it just says, what is the measure of angle D? So first thing we always do with all of these problems is we go locate that side or angle that they're asking us about. Angle D is right here. It seems like Q is the matching angle, so I think the answer is going to be 58. I'm just going to do a quick check with the similarity statement to make sure. D, that's what we're looking for, is the first letter in this part of the similarity statement, and Q is the first letter over here, so that means D and Q are corresponding angles. And good, that's what we thought. So 58 is correct. We'll go ahead and hit submit. And then this one, maybe this will be the last one that I'll do. This one is just really the same thing again, except they're asking you to find 2 angles. And for these problems where we have polygons with 4 sides or more, so things that have more sides than a triangle, I do think using the similarity statement to figure out which sides correspond is really useful. Like, I think it's a little harder to see with our eyes. So let's do this. Let's start with R. You still might be able to locate it with your eyes. I don't know. I have trouble with it sometimes though, so I like to use the statement. So R is the first letter. G is the first letter. So that means that R and G correspond. So if G is 82, R must be 82. And then I'm going to change my color to red, and we'll do S. So S is the second letter. What's the second letter over here? It's D. So S, whoops, I didn't mean to turn that on. S, what did we say? S and D. So D is 59, so S must be 59. We'll go ahead and we'll hit submit there. Okay, I don't think the problems get too much more difficult. It's really a good mix of problems where you are finding an angle, which I think are the easier ones. Remember, when you're finding an angle, the answer is on the screen somewhere for you. You just have to be able to figure out which angle is the correct one, which one matches with your angle. If they're asking you to find a side, that's where you are writing out a proportional equation and cross multiplying and solving. Good luck, everyone.